What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the checkout. Week 9. Going to be live for a little bit. I'm going to have to leave a little bit early. Adam Trigger's in town, and I'm going to go meet up with him. He's in town for the NIT. So we got tickets to go to that. So, but we'll definitely be here for at least the first round, probably another match or two after that. Rooting on our 4% play, rooting on our no bullseye checkout play. Monitor a few other things. So hope everybody's having a good day. Pull up. Pull up the stream, see when we get started. Might be a live golf bet coming. This course is playing pretty easy. Not too much wind. Thunderstorms did not come in. Instead, it's just kind of damp, which means the greens are really soft. So we got some low numbers out there. Maybe might dabble in an afternoon prop or so. But in the meantime, we'll just wait for the darts. I agree. No bullseyes today, please. Of course, this 2 minutes after I go live, I get a message from somebody that's like really important. Call me. Like not 20 minutes ago. Oh, I gotta send a social media post. Luke to win in most 180s. Yo, against I'm assuming you're talking Litler. Remember, there's 2 Lukes. Sorry, give me a second. Have to send the tweet. What's up, Kush? How are you, sir? I am sending a tweet. We're just getting Getting ready. Bunting is throwing first against Veen Gerwen. I have nothing in this match. Where's the 3-tier sweater of the day? Well, it's a little warm in my condo, so I'm going with the Detroit Tigers, which I'm going to wear to the basketball games tonight. So I'm switching things up a bit. And I'm struggling with the keyboard on my phone. All right, I feel like a dipshit. There we go. Now we're cooking with fire. Cold and rainy in Toronto. Boo. I mean, it's not hot outside. It's just hot in here. I don't know why I have it so hot in here. In fact, we should change that. All right, Veen Gerwen minus 163 on bet 365. Bunting throwing first. What's up, Casey? How are you? All right, I sent out the tweet. Now I've got to send out the Insta. Then I got to send out the TikTok. Then I got to send out the YouTube short. Minus 163 on Veen Gerwen. Bunting's throwing first. If he wins the first leg, you might be able to talk me into a live bet on MVG. Might. I said you might be able to. I love how they just moved back the start time of darts. I checked the score on Flash Score USA. It says 215, then it just says 210. Now it says 215 again. Like why even change it from 215 to 210? Like why even do that? You just changed it right back to what it was. $180s ladder, 5.5, 6.5, 7F. In this first game, okay. Kush, you have a feeling on Bunting today. Ho, ho, ho. Terrifying words. Terrifying words. While we're waiting, check these golf scores or golf props. $15-1 for Bunting to win the whole night. You got bigger onions than I do. What are the afternoon scores for some of these guys? See, Denny McCarthy under 70.5. That's 2 under. Mitchell's at 69.5. Yeager's at 70.5. Okay. Russell Henley's at 69.5. Straka 69. Yeah, all these guys at 69.5. The birdies at 4.5. Yes. I hope the darts match has not started by now. All right, they've changed the time to 2:20. Jesus, I may only be able to watch the first round with you guys today. Oh, here we go. All right, Bunting's on stage. All right, costume watch. I saw the orange Dumb and Dumber suit. Got some minions. Michael Van Gerwen. All right, Van Gerwen walking out. Good energy from the crowd. Ozempic. Looking full, but not hungry. Who would be the one darts player most likely to randomly start grinding with one of the cheerleaders? Who would be the one that would just go rogue and all of a sudden just start dancing and grinding with one of the cheerleaders? Got to be one of the younger guys. Oh, Josh Rock. Gerwen Price is a good one. Let's do Premier League first and then overall. Gerwen, you might be right. Gerwen Price could get a little carried away because I don't think it's Litler. It's not Clayton. It's not Ozempic. No way. It's Humphries. Not Veen. He seems like an introvert. Litler, that's not his jam. He's more interested in getting into it with the crowd. So Rocker Gerwen Price. All right, now overall. All right, here we go. Bunting to get us started. Single 20 on the first one. Treble 20 on the second. And he gets a starter with a 100. First start from Ozempic. Single 20. Another single 20. Ooh, a 5. Gets to start with a 45. Yeah, the cheerleaders would definitely react differently to different people. All right, Bunting trying to build off his 100. A couple single 20s. Last start. Treble 17. Ozempic start off with a terrible 45. Not much better. 60 on this one. Uh-oh. Ozempic has said something about the cameras. Maybe there was a light that was on. It's been fixed. Bunting is going to throw. Menzies. Cameron Menzies. 140 for Bunting. Ozempic trying to play mind games. I don't believe there was a light bothering him. I think he was just trying to get in Bunting's head. 170 for Bunting. Looking for the big fish right off the bat. Not going to get it. Single 20, single 19. He can be patient, though. Van Gerwen's 301. Treble 1 from way downtown. Treble 20. Treble 20. Bunting with 71 left. First start. Look at double 16, and he gets it. Bunting out to 1-0. Van Gerwen to hold his throw. Single 20, treble 20, treble 19. Bunting get his leg started. Couple treble 20s. Looking for the 180. Bang! 180 from Bunting. Van Gerwen on the ropes early here. Treble 5, single 20. Another single 20. Advantage Bunting. Single 20. That was a bad throw. There's another treble 20. There's a 100. Van Gerwen needs to get a big one. There's a good start. Treble 20 on the first start. Single 20 on the second. Looking for a last treble. Doesn't get it. Bunting's still ahead. Single 20 for Bunting. Single 20. Gets a 60. Down to 161. Good throw from Van Gerwen. Bunting technically has a finish. This is terrifying because it ends with a bullseye. He needs a treble 20 to start with. He gets it. Now he needs treble 17. Gets it. He needs bulls. Fucking fuck. Well, there's our first bullseye finish. I swear to God, it's always Bunting. I swear to God, it is always that motherfucker Bunting. Bunting gets the break and a bullseye finish because he loves tormenting us. Is that like 3 that he's killed for us? All right. Bunting 140 ahead of Van Gerwen. Ozempic with a couple treble 20s looking for a much needed 180. Doesn't get it. Oh, single 3 for Bunting. Single 20. Single 20. Van Gerwen trying to get the break back. Single 19, single 20, single 18. Not good enough. Bunting at 260. Treble 20. Treble 1. Single 20. Single 20 for Ozempic. Treble 19. Treble 19. Big throw. Bunting 177. Treble 20 on the first. Treble 20 on the second. All right. Bunting just left himself tops. Van Gerwen 112. And Van Gerwen not going to get the treble. Bunting 3 darts at tops. There's a Super Mario brother. Good costume. All right. First dart incoming is in there. Bunting up 3-0. Van Gerwen trying to get his first leg one. Starts off with a couple treble 20s. Third dart sails into the treble 5. Single 20 from Bunting. Another single 20. Treble 20. Ooh, single 5. Treble 20. Another treble 20 for Van Gerwen. Good averages from Bunting, almost at 107. 3 for 3 on doubles. Good Lord. 140 for Bunting. Treble 20 for Ozempic. Another treble 20. There's a much needed 180. Much needed. Bunting at 261. Treble 20 again. Another treble 20. Bunting looking for his 180, and he gets it. Van Gerwen, boy, the way Bunting's been throwing, he feels like he needs this 61. Needs it last start at double 18. Misses inside. Bunting with 81 to go, up 4-0. First dart. Misses. It's in the single 19. Next start. Treble 12. Misses the outside. Double 13. Van Gerwen. 18. He needs double 9. First dart misses. Second dart misses high. Last dart. Not even close. Oh, man. Bunting has got 3 darts at double 13. I'm assuming he's going to try double 13. Yeah. First dart misses inside. Now he's double 4. Gets it. Wow. Wow. Bunting is running away with this. All right, Bunting took up 4-0 and really put this thing potentially out of reach. Not a good start with a 59. Van Gerwen got to do something different, like hit a treble. Single 20, single 19, single 18. Still can't get the trebles going. $92. Van Gerwen, there's a treble 20. Single 20 followed it up with another treble. There's a 140. Needs a lot more of those. Bunting at 350 first start. Single 20. Single 20. Single 19. Ozempic, door is open. First start. Single 20. Next start, treble 19. Nice second dart. Last start, treble 19. Big throw. We've seen Bunting collapse. Van Gerwen leaves himself the big fish. Bunting at 291. Ooh, single 5. Single 19. Treble 19. Van Gerwen, first start, not even close. Ooh, single 20, single 19. Treble 70. He's going to leave himself 80. Bunting at 210. Looking for a big one just to let's see if we can make Van Gerwen sweat a little bit. First start, treble 20. Second dart, treble 5. Last start. Okay. All right. Van Gerwen needs 80. Big first dart needs double 10. Misses outside. Last dart. Misses outside. Bunting left with 75 to go up 5-0. First dart. Single 17. Next dart. Single 18. Looking for tops. Holy shit. Gets it. Bunting up 5-0. Van Gerwen just trying to get a leg. Oh, he's lost. Van Gerwen's lost. Aiming for the Bulls on his first throw. Bunting. Treble 20. Single 20. Oh, just sneaks in the one. Van Gerwen looking for the 180. Gets it. Got to start somewhere. Comeback's got to start somewhere. Bunting not playing good in this leg. Van Gerwen single 5, treble 19. Treble 19. Bunting very far behind. Looks disinterested in this leg. Was 26. Van Gerwen at 97. Single 19. Treble 18. Double 12. All right. There's leg number 1. Bunting to close it out. First dart, single 20. Second dart, single 20. Single 5. Don't give Van Gerwen a chance. Van Gerwen looking for the break. Single 20. Treble 19. Last dart. Treble 19. I'm not saying. Just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Treble 20 for Bunting. Single 20, I believe, on that second. The 100. All right. Advantage Van Gerwen. Van Gerwen's average is up over 101. Treble 20. Treble 20. Looking for the 180. It's a 140. Treble 20 for Bunting. Single 20. 100. All right. Van Gerwen, 227. Trying to set himself up. Get within range of a checkout. 2 great darts. Oh, what a great throw. 2 treble 20s and a treble 19 down to 50. All right. Bunting looks like he's going to get broke here. And he has not looked confident the last 2 legs. A couple single 20s and a treble 20. Ozempic looking for double 16, and he gets it. Okay. There's the break. There's the break. Ozempic with the throw. Single 5, treble 20. Single 20. All right, Bunting, seeing if he can win the first match of the evening on a broken throw here. Single 19, single 20, treble 19. Ozempic, his first dart, treble 20. Single 20. Treble 20, 140. With each and every dart, you can feel Bunting just getting a little bit tighter. Single 20, treble 19, and a single 19. Van Gerwen at 276. That second dart barely hung on, and that's a 180. Van Gerwen all the way down to 96. Bunting at 309. Treble 19 for Bunting. A single 9 and a treble 19. All right, don't get that. Van Gerwen, 96. 96. Treble 20. Double 18 gets it on the last dart. Okay. 5-3. Bunting with the throw. Treble 5 for Bunting on his first start. Single 20. Single 20. Ozempic, treble 20. Single 19. Oh. If one of those last two darts would have been a triple, now you're looking at Bunting getting real tight. Bunting, single 20. Single 19. He has completely lost the trebles. He gets one on the last dart. But Van Gerwen at 402. Oh, horrible dart. Single 1. Oh, single 19. Needs a treble. Oh, a single 5. 25. Oh, that could have sealed it. Van Gerwen's worst throw by far. Bunting, treble 20. Another treble 20. Looking for 180. Bang! Absolutely punishes Van Gerwen. Van Gerwen looking to answer. Treble 20, single 20, 100. Oh, brutal. All right, Bunting looking to close out 170. Bunting, first start, gets in the treble 20. Next start, treble 1. Treble 20, huge throw. I mean, Van Gerwen needs a 180. Single 20, single 19. Not happening for Van Gerwen. Bunting with a 47 to close out. Let's see what he throws at. Does he want tops or does he want this double 16? First start, 15. He wants a double 16. Misses outside. Last start. Gets it. Bunting closes out. Van Gerwen's pissed about something. All right, Price versus Humphries. Coming up next. Be right back. Grab some aspirin. All right, I've got nothing in this one. We got our 4%er going off today. Oh, let's see. What else we got? Nice cash there, Cush, on Bunting. Price and Humphries, even money. Both minus 110. Let's see over. Like the over 9.5. If I had to play something. Wow. Price already talking about if I can throw a 9 darter. That would be great. That's a little bit of a ballsy statement there from Gerwen Price. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about him calling for the 9 darter. If I can throw a 9 darter, that would be nice. No shit. Every time I hear Gerwen Price's walk out, I like it less and less. I don't like how they start with that rock song intro and then go into Ice Ice Baby. What's tough about that is I don't think there are very, very many redheaded supermodels. So it's a limited pool. You got to find one first. All right, here we go. One of my least favorite walkouts with my favorite. La 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 la. Is anybody left in here? Josh Rock has so many better songs that he should walk out to. All right, Price to throw first. Here we go. First start. Single 20 gets us started. Single 19, treble 19. Treble 5, treble 20, single 20. Couple treble 19s, and a single 20. Luke Humphries, single 20. Treble 20, single 20. Price maintaining a little bit of the advantage in this leg. Treble 20. Price gets himself down to 167. Humphries at 306. Humphries, treble 19, treble 20. Could have a big one here. Single 19. Just misses the big one. All right. Price at 167. Treble 19. Looking for treble 20. He gets it. No, don't do it to us. Not another bullseye finish. Oh my God, he got a bullseye finish. Well, that has just cooked the bullseye finishes. So thanks for coming. So those bets are done. All right. Price. Coming off of the bullshit bullseye finish. A couple treble 20s. Humphries with a single 5, treble 20, single 20. He's down to 232. Price at 345. 140. Good throw from Price. Humphries got to be careful here. Treble 20 on the first. Treble 20 in the second. Looking for the 180. It gets the 140. Treble 20 for Price, single 5, and another single 5. Poor throw. Humphries at 92. Single 20. There's a treble 20. What did he leave himself? Double 6? Okay. So he's going to be coming back with double 6. All right. Price hits the bulls. Now he needs treble 15. He gets it. Could he get double 20 tops? Oh! 135 closeout for Price. Price looking good. Single 20, though, treble 7. Ooh, single 19. Poor first throw. This is Luke's chance to jump out ahead. Single 20. Another single 20. Ooh, single 1. Price with a single 1. Treble 20. Single 19. Treble 20, single 20, and a single 1. Boy, these guys are all over the 1. Price with his throw gets 100. He's down to 261. Humphries at 379. Big first dart in the treble 20. Second dart. Single, I think that's a 140. Price looking for his treble, and he doesn't get it. Single 18, single 17, and a single 20. Humphries with a chance to get the break. There's a treble 20 on his first start. Single 20, single 19. All right, Price at 206. Single 20, single 19. Single 20. Not good. Not good. Humphries with a chance at 140. All right, he's just going to leave himself something that's pretty easy to close out. Leaves himself tops. Price at 147. Single 19, single 20. So Humphries is going to come back with 3 darts for tops to get the break. First dart inside. Needs double 10. Gets it. Big break for Humphries. All right, Humphries to keep the throw. Not a good start. Couple single 19s and a single 20. Price trying to get the break right back. Oh, single 20, second dart bounces off the board. Gets a treble 20. Humphries. Single 20, treble 20. Treble 19, single 19, single 19 from Humphries. He abandoned the 20s. Price, single 20, single 19, treble 19. Tim Litler hasn't played yet. Single 5 for Humphries. Single 20, single 19. Treble 20 for Price. Another treble 20 for Price. Could be a massive 180. Bang, there it is. Humphries, 126. Might need to close this one out. Gets the treble 19. Needs another treble 19, but not going to get it. Price going to come back with 45. Goes for the 5. Leaves himself 2 darts at tops. First dart. Gets it. He gets it. Treble 20 for Price to get started. Another treble 20. Looking for 180 to get started. Just a 140. Humphries gets started with a 100. They haven't said anything on the broadcast about Litler. Huh, you're right. Let me check. He's still on FanDuel. I don't know. Sometimes DraftKings does very strange things. All right, Price has 87 to close out. But Humphries way behind at 216. Looking for the 180. Okay, he gets it. Price got to be careful here, but he'll have 3 darts at 40. First dart incoming. Gets it. To go up 4-1. Luke with the throw. has to have all of his throws and has to get a break. Couple single 20s and a single 19. Humphries with a treble 20, single 20, single 20. Price had a poor first visit. $99 on his second. Humphries out in front. He's at 301. Treble 20, single 20, single, or no, that was treble 20, 140. Good throw. Price. Treble 20, treble 5. Humphries well in control on this. $54, poor visit, but Price way behind. Needs trebles. He gets single 20 in the first, treble 5 on the second. Treble 20. All right. Humphries sitting at 97. Looking for the closeout. Oh, throws in the 3. Ooh. Single 18. All right. Treble 20. Price is at 153. Single 20. So he's not going to be able to close out here. That's going to leave Humphries 3 darts at double 8. First start for Luke. Incoming. Bang. Gets it. Price. Got to hold his throw. Starts off with a couple treble 20s, looking for the 180. Boom! Gets it. What a start. Humphries looking to answer with a treble 20, single 20. 140. Not bad. Price looking to build off his 180. Single 20, treble 19. And treble 19. Huge second throw. Humphries try to avoid going down 5-2. Single 20, treble 20, treble 20, 140. He's kind of keeping up. Price is at 187. Single 20, treble 20, treble 20. Boy, Price is in great form. Leaves himself 47. Humphries way behind at 221. Treble 5, treble 20, treble 20. There's a 7. Price, 2 darts at tops. First one is in there. Up 5-2. He is feeling good. Luke cannot afford any more mistakes. All right, Humphries had a poor first throw. Price answers with a 100. Uh-oh, Luke, single 5, treble 19. Needs a lot of trebles. Single 19, that's not going to be good enough. Price with a 58, that's not very good. Luke Humphries, treble 1. Treble 20, though. And another treble 20. Good visit from Luke. Price, good treble 20. Another treble 20. Looking for the 180. Bang! Gets it. All right. 85. This is 163 to 154. Price with a treble 20, a 25, and a single 18. Humphries trying to close out 154 here. Treble 19 is in there. Treble 19 is in there. Looking for tops. Oh, he misses. This might be it. Price needs 60. First is the single 20. Now he's got 2 darts at tops. First dart. Boom. What a performance from Price. Wow. Very, very impressive. Very impressive. Gerwen Price versus Bunting. All right. Veen said he's feeling a lot better than last week, but said he's not fully there. We might have to play a golf play. It is pretty easy conditions out there. Like, they're going low in this afternoon. There is not a lot of trouble. Is there... Kush, that is it's a rough beat, brother. All right, Luke Littler versus Jean Van Veen. Luke's been playing like the number one player in the world, that's for sure. God. Come on. Interviewing Litler in the soccer stadium. Come on. Oh, whoops. All right, here we go. Walking out. Here he is. The man, the myth, the legend, Luke Littler facing at Van Veen. Van Veen going to walk out first. All right, Luke, hometown guy. Did they say on the broadcast that Luke was sick? All right, here we go. Litler to get us started. Treble 20 in his first start. Treble 20 in second. Looking for a 180 to start. We'll take the 140. Van Veen. Single 20. Treble 20. 140. Answers the 140. Luke with the second throw. Single 20. Single 19. Treble 17. 58 there for Van Veen. Litler down to 271. His first start, treble 19. Second dart, 25 in the Bulls. Oh my God, he leaves us with a 170. Litler on purpose sets up the big fish. Don't do it to us, Luke. Here he goes. Luke going for the big fish. First dart is in there. Second dart just misses. All right, he leaves himself tops. Van Veen's at 245, nowhere near. Needs double 10 and gets it. Litler gets the first leg. $140 for Van Veen. Single 20 for Luke. Another single 20 for Luke. Another single 20. $100 for Van Veen. Luke, this is a couple single 20s. Another 60. All right, Van Veen down to 161. Litler quite far behind at 282. Van Veen can be patient. You don't be too patient with Luke, but Litler 282. Just trying to put some pressure on him. He's not going to. Single 20, single 19, single 17. Van Veen 97 looking for tops. Misses inside. Needs double 10 and gets it. All right. Luke gets a start with a treble 20, single 20. There's a 100. Van Veen, treble 20. Single 20. Treble 20, 140. Single 20 for Luke. Treble 20. Oh, deflects in the treble 5. Van Veen looking to build off his good first throw. Single 20, single 19. Ooh, 51. Litler at 306. First start goes in single 19. He looks to the 20s. There's a treble 20. 99 for Litler. Van Veen's at 310. His first start, single 5. And a treble 20. Another treble 10. Littler's at 207. Single 20. Single 20. Need a treble here. Ooh, doesn't get it. Doors open for Van Veen here. Single 20 for Van Veen. Single 19. Ooh. Poor visit from Van Veen. Littler at 148. He does have a finish. Treble 18. Single 18. All right. Van Veen at 128. He has a chance. He's going to have 3 perfect darts. That first one's out there, single 18. Triple 20. He leaves Bulls. Fuck! Are you kidding me? This is a nightmare today. God damn it. Another Bulls finish, and Van Veen gets the break. Absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Oh, God. All right, Van Veen starts off pretty poor. Luke with a single 20, treble 19, another treble 19. Van Veen with a single 20 coming off the break. single 19, and a treble 19. Litler, treble 5. Oh, another treble 5. And a 131. Oh. And Veen, single 20. Single 19. Single 19. These guys are not on it this leg. Luke at 336. There's a treble 20. Another treble 20. Looking for the 180. Bang! Much, much needed. All right. Van Veen, single 20. Single 19. Treble 19. All right. Luke's at 156 here. He's in control of this match. He gets a treble 20. Looking for another treble 20. All right. Just misses. Leaves himself 56. Van Veen at 196. Van Veen with a single 20. Another single 20. And treble 20. All right, Luke with a 56. Expect the single 16. There it is. 2 darts at tops. First start. Misses high. Last start. Oh, it deflects into the 5. Van Veen at 96. First start. Treble 20. He's got 2 darts at double 18. This is the stuff nightmares are made of. And he gets it. Oh, my God. 3-1 lead for Van Veen. You can't be serious. All right, Luke, single 20, treble 20. Can't really afford many mistakes from Luke at this point. Treble or single 20 for Van Veen, single 19, treble 18. Luke, single 20, oh, 57. Oh, Luke's not on it. This is too bad because Van Veen's not playing very good either. Single 20, treble 19, single 19. Single 20 again for Luke. Another single 20. He's not even close. There's a 60. My God. Van Veen, another single 20. Single 19. Single 19. Luke needs to pull his head out of his ass here. He's at 284. Single 20. Single 20. I've never seen Luke go this far without a freaking treble. And Van Veen is not even throwing that many trebles. Jeez. Litler, 224. Single 20. There's a treble 19 for Luke. And another treble 19. Big throw. Van Veen answers with a treble 20. Another treble 20. 140. He leaves himself 50. Littler's at 90. Single 20. Single 20 needs bulls. And he misses. Van Veen is at 56 to get the break. Got 2 darts at tops. Misses inside. Needs double 10. Fumbles a little bit. Here's the throw. And he gets it. Oh, my God. Picked a bad day to stop doing heroin. Van Veen up 4-1. He is boat racing Luke. And not even playing that good. Van Veen starts with 140. Luke cannot hit a triple. There's a single 20, a treble 19, another treble 19. Yeah, Kush, I'm on Litler and Clayton. But this day has just been a disaster. All right, see if Luke can get anything going. There's a couple treble 20s, 140. Van Veen at 2. They're both at 227. Van Veen with a single 20. Treble 20. 140. Van Veen's just throwing the perfect darts at the perfect time. Luke can't get anything going. Looking for a 140. And gets it. All right, Van Veen at 87. First dart. Single 17. Now he's at 70. Now he needs double 10. Or no, double 5. Okay, he misses. Luke at 87. First dart is a 19. Treble 18. Gets the double 7. Woo. All right. Litler Gets the much needed break. All right, Luke's throw. First dart treble 20, second dart treble 20. Boom, 180. Is this the energy that Luke needs? Van Veen, couple single 20s, single 19. Litler, single 20, single 19, treble 3. Ugh, yuck. Van Veen, single 1, single 20, treble 19. Littler's at 273. There's a treble 20 for Luke. Another treble 20. Bang, 180. Luke down to 93. Van Veen at 364. It's 100. Luke at 93. First dart, single 19. Second dart, single 18. All right, Van Veen at 264. Luke has left himself 3 darts at tops. 140. Litler, 3 darts at tops. First dart, incoming. Boom, gets it. Here we go. 4-3. Van Veen with the throw. Single 20. Another single 20. Treble 19. Big third dart. Luke looking to put the pressure on. Single 20. Treble 19. Treble 19. Van Veen. Single 20. Treble 20. Single 20. Luke. Treble 20. Treble 20. Bang! 180. Litler down to 187. Van Veen at 384. Or 304. There's a 180 from Van Veen. What an answer. Litler at 187. Single 20. Oh, no. It sails in the single 5. Oh, disaster for Litler. 45. Damn it. Van Veen's at 124. Single 20. Triple 18. All right. Littler's at 142. He can do this. First dart. Needs a treble 20. He gets it. Gets it. Double 11. Oh, he just misses outside. Fuck. All right, Van Veen's got 3 darts at double 16. First dart. Misses inside. Needs double 8. Gets it. His doubles have been spot the fuck on. Man, spot on. All right, Littler. To keep it close. First dart, single 20. Second dart, treble 19. Last start, treble 19. Van Veen, treble 20. Single 20. It was a 100. Luke to extend the match and give himself a chance to break Van Veen next. A couple single 20s and treble 20. Van Veen, that dart sales way low. Single 20. Treble 19. Single 19. Luke at 267. First dart, single 20. Second dart, single 20. Looking for the treble 19. Gets it. Van Veen at 305. Littler leaves himself the big fish. Here we go. Littler going for the big fish. First dart. Nope. Single 20. Next dart, single 19. Looking for a treble. Doesn't get it. This could be trouble. Van Veen at 208. Single 20. Treble 20. 100. Right. Littler at 111. Van Veen at 108. Treble 19 is there. Looking for the single 14. 1 dart for tops. Just misses. Van Veen 108. First dart to close it out. Treble 20. 16. Double 16. Misses outside. Littler's going to come back with 3 darts at tops to extend. First dart incoming. It's in there. 5-4. Van Veen to throw for the match. First dart, single 20. Second dart, single 20. Single 3. Bad throw from Van Veen. Luke First dart, single 20. Second dart, single 19. Looking for the treble. Not going to get it. All right, Van Veen got bailed out there. Treble 20, single 1, single 5. Litler, treble 20 on the first. Single 20, treble 19, big throw. Van Veen, single 20 on the first dart. Single 20 on the second dart. Treble 19. Littler's at 306. First dart, single 19. Second dart, treble 19. Third dart, single 20. All right, Van Veen, 295. First dart, single 20. Second dart, treble 19. That was a big dart. Treble 7. All right, Littler at 210. First dart, treble 20. Second dart, treble 20. All right, Van Veen at 197. Littler has left himself 65. Van Veen, a couple single 20s, looking for a treble, not going to get it. Littler at 65. First dart, looking to double 10. Gets it. There's the break. Littler to serve for the match. Littler to serve for the match. Serve. Throw. Serve. Been watching too much tennis. First dart from Luke. Single 20. Second dart. Single 19. Need a treble. Doesn't get it. 59. Bad throw. Van Veen looking to punish him. First dart. Treble 20. Second dart. Single 20. Third dart. Just 100. Luke. Single 20. Treble 18. A couple treble 18s. Van Veen. Treble 20 on the first start. Single 20 on the second. Looking at the 19. Or no, looking at the 17. Gets a treble. Good throw. Luke at 314. First dart. Treble 20. Second dart. Treble 20. Looking for the 180. Boom! Litler gets down to 134. Van Veen's at 270. Treble 20 on the first dart. Treble 20 second. He's looking to answer the 180. And he gets it. Van Veen down to 110. Or Van Veen down to 90. Littler at 134. Littler looking for the treble 20. He gets it. Treble 20. Oh, he misses the double 7. He misses the double 7. Van Veen 90 to close out. First dart goes in the treble 20. He's got 2 darts at double 15. First dart misses inside. He misses inside. He can't close it out. Littler getting the crowd pumped up. He's got 3 darts at double 7. First dart incoming. Littler eyes it up. First dart misses just outside. Second dart inside. He screws it up. Disaster. Oh, fuck me. Van Veen, 3 darts at double 6. First dart misses outside. Second dart is in there. All right. This day has been a complete and utter disaster. We have lost every single play. Okay. Well, fun times. All right. I'll watch a little bit of Clayton, but then I got to go jump off a bridge. A fucking nightmare. I think we've had 4 plays today, and we are 0 for 4. So you're welcome, everybody. Louis, that is pretty much the only compliment that you can give me today. I will not be accepting any more compliments. All right, Clayton plays rock next. I actually may have to end this stream. I don't know if they're gonna get. I don't know if they're gonna play in time. Maybe. All right, Clayton and rock. Every single one of my plays is dead, so this game is meaningless. Oh God, I got a baseball play pending. Oh Lord, that's terrifying. Probably gonna hedge out of that one. When you're having days like this. I'll call this guy back. Put myself on mute. All right. I will see this first round out with y'all. My heart is broken. My bank accounts are dry. My ego is at 0. All right, Rock versus Clayton. All right, Rock. Single 20, treble 20, and a single 19. Clayton gets started with a single 20 and 60. All right. Rock at 223, single 20, single 20, treble 19. Clayton at 220, single 20, treble 20, and a treble 20. Rock 126, treble 19, treble 19, double 6. Okay. Rock apparently has come to play. Johnny Clayton starts off with a 100. Couple treble 20s for Rock. There's the 180. Clayton looking to answer. Couple treble 20s. He's looking for the 180. 140. Good answer, though. Rock trying to build off of the 180 with a single 1. Treble 19. Treble 19. Treble 20. Single 20 and a treble 20 for Clayton. 140. Rock at 206. Single 20. Single 19. Single 19. Advantage Rock, or I'm sorry, advantage Clayton at 121. Treble 20, looking for treble 11. Not going to get it. Treble 20 for Rock. Another treble 20 for Rock. Looking for the double 15 to close it out, and he does. Wow. Rock, incredible. Has had 2 chances to close out and has done them both. Gets the break from Clayton. Single 20, treble 19, and treble 19. Good start for Rock. Clayton trying to figure out how to get back on throw. $100. Rock with a single 20, treble 1, treble 20. Salvages something with the last start. Clayton, treble 20, another treble 20, 140. Treble 20, single 1, single 19. Treble 20 for Clayton. Another treble 20. He's looking for the 180. Gets it. Big throw. Clayton gets down to 81. Rock's at 204. Rock throws a 140. Clayton looking to get the break back here with an 81. Starts off with a 19. Single 12. Looking for bullseye. Misses. Rock 64. First start. Treble 16. Looking for double 8. Misses outside. Last start. In there. Wow. Clayton. Oh, 180. I did not see that first dart go in there. So Clayton looking to get off the schneid. Good start with a 180. Rock with a visit of 40. Clayton, single 20. Single 20. Single 20. All right, Rock trying to build off of his poor first throw. There's a couple treble 20s. He's looking for the 180 and gets it. This leg got interesting. Clayton, 261, single 20, treble 20, treble 20. Single 20, single 19. All right, Clayton at 121. There's the treble 20, single 11. All right. Rock's at 223, way behind. Treble 20 on the first start, treble 20 on the second. Looking for a 140. All right. Just to make Clayton a little shaky. Single 15. Clayton needs double 8 and gets it. There's the first leg for Clayton. Dart 1 and 2 go in the single 20 for Rock, as does dart 3. Not a good throw. Clayton to look to get the break. Single 20 on the first. Can't see the second. 140. A lot of pressure on Rock now. Does not want to get broken. Treble 20 on Rock's first start. Single 20 for 100. Clayton. Single 20 on the first. Looks like single 20 on the second. 100. So Clayton gets down to 261. Rock's at 341. Rock with a single 20. Treble 20. Treble 20. Clayton at 261. First dart. Single 20. Second dart. Treble 20. It goes after the 17. Okay. Rock's at 201. Hits the single 1. Uh-oh. Single 20. Treble 19 salvages that. Clayton is at 164. And he throws a 140. Big throw from Clayton. Rock's at 123. Can he get another big finish? Single 19. Treble 18. Looking at bullseye. Doesn't get it. Not close. All right, Clayton at 24. He's got 3 darts at double 12. First dart. Gets it. There's your break. All right, Clayton with a 140 to get this leg started. Looking to tie this up. Rock looking for another break. Single 20, single 19, and a treble 19. Treble 20 for Clayton. Treble 5. 135 for Clayton. Rock with a single 20, treble 19. Just misses the treble 19. Goes in the single 19. Clayton, treble 20. Another treble 20. Oh, just misses. 140. Rock way behind at 309. 19, single 20, treble 18. Clayton with an 86 to close out. Does not need it. There's a treble 18 looking for double 16. Misses inside. Needs double 8. Ooh. This is inside. He's going to need double 4 coming back. Rock way behind at 216. Single 20, single 19, another single 19. Poor effort. All right, Clayton, 3 darts at double 4. Misses inside, needs double 2. Misses inside, needs double 1. Does not get it. No score. Rock 158. Ooh, single 1. Treble 20. All right. Clayton still has 3 darts at double 4. Misses inside again. Double 2, and he gets it. Tied up at 3. Josh Rock with the throw. Treble 20 in his first start. Single 20. Single 19. Clayton, treble 20. Single 20. Single 20. Rock with a treble 20. Another treble 20. A single 19. That second dart barely hung on, so he abandoned the 180. Clayton with a treble 20 on his first. Single 20, single 20. That's a 100. Rock advantage. He's down to 263. First start, single 20. Second dart, single 19. Next start, single 19. All right, door's a little bit open for Clayton here. He's at 301. Needs a couple trebles. Not going to get it on the first two or the third. That's a 60. Rock at 205. The quality has gone down a little bit. There's a 134 from Rock. Great throw. Clayton's at 241. Rock left himself 71. Clayton with 140. All right, Rock 71. Let's see what he can do here. Looking for tops. Misses. Clayton 101. 101 for the break. First dart. It's in the treble 20. Looking at single 9. He gets it. He's got a dart at double 16 for the break. Oh, misses inside. And Rock closes out with his first dart, double 10. Clayton starts out with a 140. Treble 20 for Rock. Treble 1, single 19. Clayton looking to tie this up at 4. Treble 16. I'm 16. Treble 20 for Clayton. Single 20, treble 20 for 140. Good couple throws for Rock. Or for Clayton. Jesus, I'm a mess. All right, 123 for Rock. Clayton's at 221, in command of this leg. Couple single 20s. Make that 3. Not great. Rock at 296. Single 20. Single 20. Single 20. Not good. Let's just say the energy has been taken out of the crowd. Clayton at 161. Throws a 100. Rock's at 236. All right. Rock is going to throw a 100 to leave himself 136. Clayton at 61. There's a 25. Looking at double 18, and he gets it. Tied at 4. Rock with the throw. Treble 20 on his first dart. Treble 20 second. Looking for a 180. Boom! Gets it. Treble 20 for Clayton. Treble 20 again. And a 180. Answers a 180 with a 180. Rock. Dart sales way high in the single 20. Second dart in the treble 20. And a 140. Keeping the pressure on. Clayton looking to build off his 180. First dart is in the treble 20. Second. Oh, he just missed his last 2 darts. That's 100. All right, Rock at 181. Single 20. Treble 19. Good second dart. Even better third dart. Goes in the treble 19. Treble 20 for Clayton. Single 20. Okay, 140. Rock's at 47. First dart. Goes in the 15. Looking at double 16. Misses inside. Last dart at double 8. Gets it. Boy, Rock's doubles have improved immensely. Clayton to throw to tie it up at 5. First dart, treble 5. Second dart, treble 20. Good 135. Good throw from Clayton. Rock to get his leg started with a treble 20. Another treble 20. Single 19. Single night or single 20 for Clayton, another single 20, and a treble for 100. Rock throws a 100. Clayton's at 266. Single 20. All right, treble 5 and a treble 19. Rock at 262. Single 20. Single 18. Treble 18. All right, Clayton at 174. Rock has left himself the big fish. Clayton throws a 100, leave himself 74. Rock, can he do this in spectacular fashion? First dart, treble 20. Second dart, treble 20. Looking for the bullseye. Misses. 74 left for Clayton. First dart, 14. He's got one dart at tops. Oh, it misses. It was a horrible miss. Rock at 25 to pull the upset. First dart. Second dart in double 4, and he gets it. There you have it, Kush. Every single underdog won in the first round. Upset City. All right. I am out of here. I'm going to go meet Adam Trigger to go watch some basketball. All right. I'll see you guys later.